Welcome to today's live trading session where we caught the low of day during CPI. You're going to see how we navigated the market during this high impact news event, executed our strategy, and capitalized on the volatility. Be sure, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more live trading setups, market breakdowns, and educational trading content. Timestamps are on the screen for you easily to skip to the second trade of the session. However, don't jump ahead just yet. I cover an important trade here right at the beginning where I set up my narrative for the reversal and later act on it during the video. Also, the live stream took place in my Discord and multiple members caught the low of day with us. If you want to be a part of the community, click the top link in the description to join. We're going to look for more trades. But anyway, the eval went full retarded. We did long on the open. TP obviously at the Asia high, we just swept it during London 7, so obvious first target, and then previous day high isn't that much farther, and then targets above, but kind of got pooped on. Anyway, so in a sense, right in our 5-minute close here with our breaker past the low and our 1 minute, right, we were able to see that we rejected the fair value gap with almost an IOFED, right, long wick below. And I know we're not bearish, so to speak, but in a sense, short-term order flow should push us lower, like we were saying. And just for this account, I wasn't so necessarily concerned with that little much extra. Yeah, I could have got it, but we covered what I did wrong there, especially expecting the IOFED. Just a little dumb, but it's okay. We went ahead and took in that previous day equilibrium. So like I talked about, I'm gonna be looking to be able to ride this bad boy in the other direction. See if we can aim towards this data high. I mean, especially not sweeping out previous day high, right? We just have relative equal highs right now. So not necessarily feeling that. We're running right into some high top fair value gap, so yeah. Oh, you should. Oh, I thought that was. Yeah. So we'll see how we form. See if we can get a reversal in the other direction. Yeah, our CRT long. Fucking. Brother. Getting a good reaction off previous day equilibrium. Want to wait until really a good time, especially into 8:45. I wouldn't necessarily would have to say we use the order block. Do I expect a reversal before 9:30? In a sense, before like 8:50 we necessarily could, but I wouldn't expect the full reversal before open. But in a sense, I would expect, like, especially with this displacing so aggressively into the new hourly change, I would like to fill a rejection block. So we won't, I mean, we necessarily shouldn't close any higher than like 387 or 380. We won't engulf. We won't engulf the 8:35 5-minute candle. I just don't see that happening. We could like close above this one, but I wouldn't really want to long that into an order block. So it'd probably come into waiting more closer to 9:30. Ugh. BRB, I'm at work. Oh, you're good. Sorry to hear that. Let's see. 15-minute rejection block set up nicely. With that hourly close. Okay, just make it even more permanent. Be able to find a reaccumulation leg to soup. Is an order block. The way the dodgy FE IFEG model's gonna play out. Oh my goodness. Dodgy IFEG model. I do this every time I'm on here. I yawn for the first like 3 hours. It's ridiculous. So 5 minutes about to close. And we saw we didn't really get we get our small order block, but we don't get a engulfing like I said we would. So, right, even if we were looking for a reversal there, like we said, waiting more into 9:30. Like that question was asked, would probably be more permanent into getting more displacement back inside of the range. I mean, it looks good as a reversal. Especially for this as like a small entry. I just don't like how long the wick is, but like the 15-minute candle looks solid. Just more waiting for, an hourly close and then, into 9:30. And then of course, like, drawing in higher to the data high previous day. Low risk micros do look really good there. Especially in that reaction. You just have to keep in mind if you're going low risk with micros, like I would just, like I wouldn't do like a lot, especially like we said, just simply wait for 9:30. That's how you're able to like one, be able to risk like a consistent amount if you're like if you're always in the back of your head, you're like, I'm not sure in this trade, not sure in that one, you know. Just enter like 2, 3 micros. And then if you end up taking a loss on it, just journal it. That way you're not hurting yourself by taking, Good Lord, like a $400, $500 loss, you're only taking like a $100 loss or something like that. And you're also noticing how certain, you know, price action levels play out into accordance with like your narrative and, like what you were expecting versus, and then also like if you really, I mean, that's just going along with like psychology, if you can't just stand to manage to not touch the button, you need to look at that in a different sense. Ugh. That's how you learn to get more confident in them though. Just taking like low risk, 2 micros here, 3 micros there. But then obviously the best way to get the most confident is, obviously waiting until you get, the most confirmation. Sometimes you won't get the most confirmation in a soup, and that's alright. But also, risking, like low risking on a soup, right? You're able to, put your stop, past the original invalidation level. And then as well, able to catch the whole move, but at light risk. And then you can also just always add in, to a more high risk, or like a more like way high probable setup. Like if that failed, I wouldn't be like super amazed. Like I wouldn't be like, oh my God, like that's actually crazy. Um, but if it right, just kind of chops around all the way up until 9:30, 9:30 either takes out the swing low or 9:30 comes in, creates a failure swing and then drives higher. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Just distort around open. Damage being done previous day. High time frame for value gap. Order block. Chop around. Deliver the high. Deliver the low. Buy side. Sell zone. Open. It keeps delivering higher. Get the hourly clip. 5 more minutes. Even at that point, that hourly, especially like chop around the rejection block. That's what I don't want to see. And then more into like open, obviously, we'd have to get our spool. So I'd like us to chop above the open of the candle, right? If we're sitting here chopping below the hourly open, and we're not, moving higher from it very quickly, all those are telltale signs that I'm off sides for the for the um for the draw. I could like I said, I could be missing something here. We have these equal highs here, somehow like, okay, that's not missing that for some dumbass reason. But yeah, I would definitely see us drawing into these with either, some type of 9:30 open into 10. Kind of feel, I don't know why. It's for like YouTube, like, for like the videos, like I want to try and do like, better retention rate so people actually watch them all the way through. And then I feel like I need to do that in here sometimes, so I'll just end up yapping. But obviously, you guys don't need to. I don't need to fucking talk to y'all and y'all not feel bored. Y'all are gonna be here anyway. Um, well, I didn't mean it like that. I mean, you're gonna be on the chart anyway, regardless. Like, just me quit fucking talking. Probably muted me anyway. Like I said, even here, if we look at like an hourly, right? I'm not gonna want to be trading that, especially this type of internal soup here. That is just, that's super unfortunate if that actually like really draws us lower. I'd be pretty surprised. Nah, cheeky little 15-minute candle. I knew you wouldn't close like that. Alright, that gives like a decent hourly close. We'll just see if we, like we said, if we reaccumulate, like if we start reaccumulating under here, start chopping like this, I'd be less enticed to kind of still stick along with it. Especially, I mean, that 15-minute close wasn't even that like good. So it would still even make sense to read. That here, boy. Yeah. Stop. Just good old chop. Alright, so while we're waiting, just want to ask you guys this mainly. Are these thumbnails like pretty decent, or like how are we feeling? Um, I was gonna try and put like this is that full NFP live stream. And it's pretty good. So I wanted to post it, and then this was the trade review. So I wanted to post these two to be able, because I seen on Twitter, so people were asking like, they wanted like clippets or clips of the, reviews. Um, but I think like this thumbnail is kind of hard to see. Um, I don't know. This one's alright, but like the green, it's just really bright. but like it fits in there pretty well. I don't know. We see. I think I'm gonna probably end up using those. Alrighty, continuing to deliver higher. See what I like here. We said we didn't sit here and reaccumulate below this open. Right, we delivered higher inside quickly, inside of our first 10 minutes of our new hour candle open. And it's not that it's a macro. I forgot to make the video like me hating on the macros, because right, we can find a reversal within the 30-minute period. Right, especially inside the 30-minute rejection block into the new 30-minute with the open low and then anticipating that to hold. But, stacking the hour on top of it just adds even more confluence into it. Yeah, so we should continue to deliver, and then I would like to see, obviously what 930 does. Like I said, we don't, like, if you're expecting like a liquidation of that previous like 15-minute closure candle or something, that's where it comes. Damn, Sony just woke up. That's crazy work. But then that comes into that expectation of us hitting that hourly fair value gap, right? 30-minute rejection block, hourly rejection block. So, bro, tired of hearing it. What are y'all on? I know you can't trade the open, but look. Wait, Willie, look at this. Willie, look. Show you my executions, buddy. Oh, here we go. That's on the MF. Whatever here. Bad partial. Bad partial. Should have expected that IOFED, but it's cool. It's cute. But that's on an MF. That's right. 3 minutes after news, and you're able to trade. 3 minutes. That's all. 3 minutes before, you got to be out. 3 minutes after, you can get back in. Yeah. Gotta lock in, twin. But yeah, either way, we've already talked about this reversal. Everybody's on the same page, should be. Entering, small risk, risking more as the good time-based manipulation comes in. Just holding the micros and letting them run. Seeing if we get a more high-risk entry that's more confirmed inside of our buy model to these highs. Can't see the buy model, it would be like this. And then obviously where I said to sold, but then we waited for a reaction. So that would be a real like classic turtle soup entry. And then, as we talked about here, seeing if we would break past this low, and then we didn't, we immediately reject, like a real classic turtle soup entry. You just buy in this first candle, especially when it liquidates that previous candle low. You just buy in that motherfucker. That goes inside with like looking here and then being like, okay, well that's pretty obvious. Internal, external, accumulate, and then you got pretty much almost a CRT, but you accumulate, manipulate, and then distribute the high. And then you just have to understand like where we're at and delivering from. But even then, like I said, that's not like a real high risk classic turtle soup entry. Just kind of showing the buy model there with the thoughts and what I'm thinking for price delivering high. We are responding from the 15-minute gap, which is not cool and not cool. But like I said, if we just continue to deliver lower, I'm gonna sit out. Yeah, no, I'm messing with you, Sony. Even, if we quickly displace them here and then displace back higher, I wouldn't be like super scared. Like I said, we're still waiting for our 9:30 open, and also almost in a sense, right? If we soup from here and re-deliver this order block, I mean, not, well, yeah, technically re-deliver it, but, re-deliver the order block, sit inside of, the 5-minute re-delivery, um, you know, not like crying, but we'll see. Like we said, we haven't even got like a fucking hella decent entry. 2031. Oh, you're looking short. Yeah, see, and like I've been telling, like I'm not, you know, I can see the sell model. Um, like I said, if this 15-minute was gonna, well, I haven't said that, but if this 15-minute closure was gonna close back in the range, obviously with the 5-minute CSID, I would probably just completely abandon the idea coming into open and then, right, souping the low resistance into, right, taking out that 15-minute low. Because I want to respect, I want to be able to respect the higher time frame FEG. But if we come from respecting, a breaker FEG, um, inside of seeing that buy model, right, I would be a little nervous, but right, no candle closures, so nothing's like indicative yet. I just hate how this overall looks. Like a Wednesday high a week, like I don't know. It's like poo poo. And like you guys know how I trade, like, if this doesn't form like a permanent, long, or anything that I'm willing to take, I'm not gonna just necessarily short, this and then into this, right? If it just does displace past this low, like we're obviously looking, at this point, if we mitigated the order block, if we're responding from that FEG to push us lower, then from that point, obviously to can taking out, the next low into the fair value gap, and then this just being a reaccumulation leg. But I'm not stuck in between the sell and buy model. I'm more stuck. I don't want to marry these equal highs and us, just, I don't want to catch a falling knife in a sense. That's what you always, like being a turtle soup trader, you want to be wary of not doing that. Because it's easy to like buy low, but it's also easy to buy when you're just catching a big ass black candle and getting liquidated pretty quickly. And see, these be the type of trades like you guys see me, push break even and then that be it, not really partial unless it's at my take profit. And this would be one of those situations like, you're in micros, um, coming into 2 minutes of the 15-minute candle closure. If you don't wait and you get stop break even, that's your fault. But if you, just take your small loss, the 15-minute candle closure and then close the micros, that's also be, don't really want to like tell you necessarily how to do it. I know some people are like signal bot, but most 90% of people in here I know are not. Obviously, the Jeeve is just new, so I don't know necessarily how he likes. How he was asking about Wix the other day, I can tell he's pretty smart. Not, I don't know. Not a lot of people usually ask about Wix. very important here, right? If we see us come back inside of this FEG, right, and, you know, if we close like around here, you know, just break even, fine. If we get stopped, we get stopped. You know, look for a new entry after 9:30. But like I said, like, you know, I said that all the way here, and the first time we tapped the order block, right? You'd be in like 2, 3, maybe 4 micros at most, like nothing crazy. Um, Especially with how this is setting up, and, you know, obviously looking like we are liking to respect bearish order flow here. But as I'm trying to put into permanence of looking for our candle closures, inside of, you know, inside of our higher time frames, inside of, you know, our manipulation time-based entries. And that's like where I'm coming from with trying to, you know, point small pieces into like what I look for and how I like to trade, shit like that. Because obviously it is discretionary, so it's not like I can just, you know, be like, okay, do this here, now, when, why. Because, you know, at the same time, you know, I can say here, when, why, but then there's also like some tidbits of information always missing. Boy, holy shit, do I like to yap. Golly. Realize how dry my mouth is. But yeah, I'll probably be waiting like 15 minutes. Like I said, to open. I'll end up souping it low again. And if it doesn't, the rejection block holds. Um, and holds, it's whatever. We'll find a better entry, but, you know, before open. It's just boo-boo, especially with the 15-minute close. I mean, it can still work, but I just don't like it. I think the FEG, 15-minute FEG should hold us short. Yeah, and, you know, it's not terrible thinking. Oh, long? Oh, I was like, what? Oh, this one. Oh, inside the order block? I thought you were looking for this low. You're the one that put 314, didn't you? Oh, 301. So you put 301 in chat, but now you're talking about the FEG holdings. Side eye. Hourly? Oh, yeah, yeah. You talking about hourly, right? I see what you're talking about, yeah. Yeah, you good, you good. No, it's probably me too. I'm terrible with human communication right in the morning. Yeah. Aha, get fucked, Sony. Logs look pretty reasonable. I just don't want to get trapped inside of, you know, respecting, you know, the 15-minute FEG inside of here. Reaccumulation, smart money reversal, reaccumulation, right into that sell model before open. Um, I don't think that'll. Oh, have you have been in here and oh my gosh, Aidenomics is live. I have to go catch a 1-to-1 banger. We didn't hit PDH. When did we hit previous day high? Crunk, chill, bruh. Jeez Louise. Jesus. Y'all can look at Crunk for that shit. He's the German that says that shit. I do not say that shit. Jesus. Explain myself. There's nothing to explain. Well, if you ask me. Know what I'm saying? That's why you wait for 9:30. This chop is crazy. Not really crazy. It's just normal. It's just annoying. If you downloaded them on YouTube, they're still deleted. Go look at your YouTube downloads. They're probably gone. YouTube downloads don't work probably how you think it would. You gotta download them externally. Unless I'm retarded. Oh, externally? Cool. Dude, Crump gets so mad at the most random shit. That's so funny. That's so funny. I knew he was gonna say some shit. Oh my god, that's funny as fuck. That's funny as hell. Jesus. Crunk, stop. And see, like, when it's a situation like this, especially before open, like, when we were talking about us just sitting here chomping, right? 15-minute FEG, 1-minute market maker model, especially with this low resistance. Yeah. Pretty easy. Right, if we get enough volatility to shoot us lower, right, into, right, hey, we could eat. Also, like I said here, like that low could hold, but like I said, with the 15-minute FEG, internal to external, I would just more wait. See what volatility we get into open, but Bro said okay. Look, you guys want to see Crunk? Here's bro. No, Kruger, you were supposed to let him do it, bro. Fucking Kruger, you were supposed to let him do it, bro. You're supposed to let him say it. It would have just proved the point completely. That was my rage bait, bro. You sold. Kruger sold, bro. That's ridiculous. Kruger, you're unbelievable. God damn it, Kruger. God damn, burnt the whole fucking party. L rage bait. L rage bait. You think this 830 high holds? You talking about this one into the 15-minute? I'm not gonna lie. Like if I would not be trading inside of this because I'm low-key stuck in between, right, the market maker model, this smaller this 1 minute one, and like this low resistance. But like I said, like I'm anticipating the rejection block to hold. I just didn't like the 15-minute, because it normally wouldn't look like that. But we've also, right, taken out that low, rejected higher. We also haven't dug past an EQ, and obviously, like I talked about here, when we could come in, sweep this order block. So I just want some more confirmation. It's okay to admit that you just don't know. You can't be certain. I can have my idea in place. You know, at this 830 to the damage. Distort, and it doesn't really matter. But then also accumulate, build up low resistance, internal, sweep, fair value gap, external lows, high time frame, internal, back to external. But that's a good way to describe it. I don't think I've ever said it like that. It's low time frame, low resistance into high time frame, internal. Then obviously we go internal to external high time frame. Nah, 930 is gonna drop to 9. Oh, fuck. 9-1. Hell yeah, buddy. Keep an eye on that one. Hmm. Let me get my headphones. Hello? Are you speaking? I can't hear you if you are. I just saw you. Oh, bonjour, bro. What this guy here. Bonjour is crazy. Yeah, Crunk, you gonna take over? I gotta poop, bro. Wow. L Crunk. L Crunk. Crunk, have you even taken a trade this month? That's insane. Bro takes one bro takes €1 trade and it's done for the month. Must be nice. Wow, demo. You copying the trading pool? I don't even know what that is. La, 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 la. I saw you typing. What's your question? I'm just playing. I have no clue the trading pool is. Chewy, my tummy is bubbling. What'd you say? Oh yeah. A donut? What the fuck? Bro, you talking Spanish right now? You talking with your mouth full. Dirty ass. Oh, a kebab. Oh. I didn't know what you said. Duna. It's wild. That's funny. Got your ass. That's funny as hell. Alrighty. Doing pretty decently from our thought process. Mm. especially looking at our 5-minute and 1-minute closures here. That would be kind of your suggestion for adding in the breaker CSID. If you wanted to add in more, just kind of wait and let it play out, enter more. Even like obviously we haven't even got a second leg of a any type of reaccumulation to be able to warrant entering a fat ass amount. We did get that little internal SMT that I marked, but nothing too spectacular. Donor. No, yeah, they look really good. That's what I was saying with like your 5-minute closures and your uh looking along with your 1 minute. Sadly, we didn't get a good displacing close above, right, with that internal SMT. We do get a close above. I mean, like, it depends who you ask. Like, I feel like Crunk would more look for this. Right, but as I showed you in like this situation here, like this low is still holding that we put in place from this order block. And then how we talked about the hourly rejection block. The only thing I didn't like was that 15-minute candle. But I mean, from the whole situation here, right? I'm talking about entering like 2-3 micros, maybe adding in after open and the closure above, and then somewhere in here, and even writing out. Give me a signal, please. Hell no. I'm entering a whole mini. Gotta pass this eval soon. Minis. It's up to you. If you're entering a mini, just wait until the second leg of accumulation and you'll be able to enter more precisely. Especially with this chop. Oopoo. Nah, Crunk wouldn't take that. Yeah. He doesn't like calling those order blocks. That's what I call. Like, I call those lower time frames, though. Like, that's how I find more precise entries. Inside of, like, you look at the 1 minute, lower low, higher high. Technically that's a breaker. That's a 1-minute breaker. You sweep these lows in the high inside the 5-minute order block. But, so what would be a good one for Crunk would wanting to be close above this high. And a good reason for that is right on the 30-minute, same thing as the 15-minute we were just showing. Right, having this internal here that can push you lower, as well as fighting, the external, right, the external past these lows, which is internal, but yeah. That's what it looks like it's wanting to do, is move lower. I need new low. That'd be a future order block. Yeah, at this point. Especially with how ugly that shit looks. It would just be way better. Build that up for low resistance. This also does look like a almost a second leg consolidation of, you know, our sell side of the curve. So, you know, honestly, like it's, you know, not looking like anything. Yeah, yeah, super, you know, super unfortunate SMR right above the high of the external, right? We hit external 15-minute, external 30-minute. You know, if we end up breaking this low, I probably wouldn't even try long because I feel like it's gonna spool past that low pretty quickly. And then from there, right, we have so many signs of, you know, like leaving an FEG open if we do continue to spool, right? You know, and if we do that and then continue to close, I wouldn't necessarily be looking for. I mean, it could still form, but I'm not gonna sit on the chart for 4 more hours, especially when, you know, it's a CPI day. Like, you know, I would just be unfortunately wrong for the CPI day. I mean, other than like that, but that was super unfortunate. Because it goes from taking, you know, most the partial here and letting one or two minis just exponentially run higher, but then those two minis obviously come back very quickly, so it's like it just eats at the profit from that. It's just stupid. And it's not like I can set a limit, you know, set a stop loss order, um, because you know, you're like it's, you know, you're setting the sell limit, and then as soon as the limits hit, you know, it's already back to break even. It's just one of those unfortunate things for the for the um for the news session events. So I mean, you can like still call that technically a green, but it's more a scratch because, you know, like the extra minis that are left over to run, like they don't get hit break even because they can't. Um, yeah, definitely wouldn't be entering here if you were like somehow still break even. I would. I don't know. It's looks like it's still gonna. It's definitely gonna come and run the low. Um, but that's like. I mean, that's like with how I try to always teach you guys, right? If you're inside of this internal, right, and we hit external, you should be able to go break even inside the turtle soup or inside CSID and be able to go break even. Like this wouldn't be one of the CSIDs I would take, right? And why is it? Obviously we've accumulated, manipulated, and distributed, but returning from that 30-minute gap, it makes it a lot less probable into, right, the low resistance we've built up. I get we have the SMT there, um, but you know, if we were to displace higher, right, we would have already done it. And like, yeah, I get we can still displace higher, distort a little bit, into, you know, a new hourly candle open. Um, but, you know, if you're like trading low resistance here, we got low resistance here, you know, like you can't just be a trend line fucking pattern trader. A lot cleaner, especially into the new hourly open. Right, and then this is the time we would like to see our displacement, reaccumulate, right, but probably not gonna, I mean, I don't want to say probably I don't want to say it's 50-50, but I can see the sell side of the curve, but I'm just sticking with my original bias and what you know, where I feel the draw on liquidity is higher time frame. Yeah, slanted. He said that. That shit had me weak. The way he said it. Uh, Not a fucking ton of risk. It's super butt ugly. Yeah, okay, buddy, you're cooked. As soon as I don't know, slanted, have you not been in here? Oh, 12 in the audience? I guess you haven't. As soon as this order block formed, I was talking about taking it super low risk, and you know, obviously you're taking an order block. Stops below the low, but I was talking about like 3, 4 minis, and we at no point, you know, have gotten add in. If you know, if you're in the soup, you're not gonna add in this, you know, because it's just a tap in the order block. You know, you can just let it keep running. Let it do its thing. We're just still waiting. I'm not on the. I'm not on the short bus on the short side, so wanna like we were talking about, you know, come in, protect your low, then move higher. Some of my human, I gotta do it through to you. I'm superhuman. Devastated. Are we gonna chop around for another hour? Can we get a high probable setup? Do 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 do. As we're sitting here waiting on the chop, one thing I like to think about is like, you know, for that trade Wednesday, the continuation day. It's pretty obvious to see how quick, you know, London sweeps Asia low and then displaces back inside the range. Um, Especially with your new like 30-minute hourly candles openings and seeing how everything reacts to order flow. That's like, so I should kind of show this morning is one of the biggest tips with, um, you know, like that indecisiveness and, you know, when you're really not sure to kind of, so to speak, put more confidence in place. Order filled. Stop rejected. Stop rejected. Especially with like that close inside of, you know, that new 5-minute open. It looks super indecisive. Just don't trade the chop. Get, chop ain't playing no games today. Twinkle, twinkle, twinkle. Oh. Oh, we finally broke the low. Holy shit. I was looking down at my phone. Finally. Hello. Yeah, as soon as that 9:45 into like that 5 minute started to form, that's what I was like, yeah, I just said, oh, I was so indecisive. Because I'm not gonna flip into a short. Would never do that. That's terrible. This would be, I know I said I wouldn't trade, but obviously we just swept the low perfectly. And if we get some type of rejection here, yeah, it's full pot long. Not really, but just see a good rejection. Get a good rejection. Hold on, let me cook. Bro needs the double tap. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Do what? Oh, no. Uh-oh. Turtle soup entry. I know, 5 minute open, sweep, liquidate turtle. Come back inside the range. Yeah, this would be one of those where just tap the buy and you hold. But let's see. I mean, yeah, other than what we talked about, right into a reaccumulation. Get our quick distribution back inside the range would be the only thing I would really be trusting. If it broke that low super fast, I would like see this like 1 minute CSID holding. Right, we liquidate our previous down closure as well as in the 5 minute order block. We did the same thing. While forming a new 15-minute rejection block into our hourly close, where, so to speak, we could get our liquidation of our low and then closure back in the range on the hourly. Yeah, see how we liquidate the low and then same thing here. So yeah, and then obviously, stop would be below that low. Hindsight scammer, what do you mean? You could have entered in here. I took it too, bitch. Oh, my bad. Sorry. You're too good at it sometimes, bro. I see it and I'm like, what? No, bro, you come in with the most tone deaf voice and I think you're being so dead ass. Your sarcasm's so good, bro. That shit's funny. Holy shit. Got my dumbass. How would you wait for the You could easily wait for the 5 minute here, if you really wanted to. Like if you like so if you happen to wait for it, right, we gotta it probably would take like 2 or 3 candles, but you start to see our reaccumulation. Um, right, us ended up taking out this external was you know, even if you're in here, you should have been break even like we talked about. But in a sense, right, we should, you know, manipulate, distribute back inside the range, reaccumulate above the high, and then move higher. This guy. Hey, we ain't delivered yet, buddy. You better not stop flexing. Yeah, Sony put it in chat. Now we're finna fuck it up. Yeah. And woo! Voice crack was crazy. And then even in a sense here, when I was you know, talking about the order block, and then like this is that candle I entered short on when I was short right here, right? I didn't enter the IOFED. I entered the reaction candle right after. So even like not a good entry, but right, we fill another order block, react to it. You can enter inside of this candle reacting to the order block. So, you know, it can look a sort of a couple ways, right? You buy, then you wait for it to flip, right? And then you obviously, you know, target the other end. Or you buy the order block, right? Stop below the low, and then just like a little, you can give it like a little breathing room. Or you can buy like somewhere inside of here and either put your stop there or pass this low to the left. And yeah, let me make sure. My entry's like fucking godly, bro. Dude, yeah. Dude, my entry's insane. It's 305.75. I was looking on the 5. Sheesh. Alright, kick your feet up, boys. Time to go to sleep. Let the trade hit take profit. Don't touch it. Sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows, everything that's wonderful. Hell no, I'm gonna just keep holding it. Yeah, same me. I think that as well. And like, oh yeah. And then like for me, no, you're good. Sorry, cut you off. You're not talking. If this bitch hits data, oh, you just said that out loud. Volatility injection time. God, that entry is so clean, bro. Oh my God. Dude, Anthony, yeah, that everybody did. Nah, Sony, I'm not gonna lie. He wasn't in here when you said that, so he came in. Nah, you did call it. You got your little level. But see, I said the same thing too after us tapping that order block, right? If we didn't deliver doing the damage inside of the high time frame fair value gap, right? Boom, easy sweep into the breaker. Fair value gap here, still residing inside of the high time frame fair value gap. Oh, nobody gives a fuck about your points. That's what I called. I called the first tap in the order block. You soup this, decent. Under PDEQ, you remember that? Yeah, yeah. No, we're both kind of trolling each other. Good shit. Just calls him a dumbass. Alright, that's funny so. And technically we did break just 8 donor. And like one way I try and stay like consistent, like with partialing, is you guys know I try and trade the whole entire range. Like, you guys know I sometimes end up taking like small losses here and there, and I try and send those when I do. Um, like sometimes those small losses are annoying, but I'll just partial one micro, and even like one micro here, like that's 300 or like let me look 250 ticks. It makes up for not like an insane amount of losses, but it would make up for one or two or just if I did something stupid, but yeah, just keeping that in mind. Obviously, I'm a hold until the data high. If it SMTs the data high into previous day high as well, I'll probably take not most of my profit. It depends how far we are from it. I'm not just gonna get greedy and like just be an idiot because I'll take all of it off. Hey, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. That's a great rule to have. That shit, yeah, I know. I know. What the fuck was that, Crunk? Nah, bro, you just said, wow. Bro said Diddy. Diddy came in the room real quick. That's funny as fuck. Honestly, a good first partial is like really just like wick high, unless you want to take inside here. But that'll be like my first hold, negating the entire FEG, negating the breaker too. But negating, whatever. Yep, I was doing that right. Dude, chill. It's his first time putting in chat, calling price. It's his first time. Let him have it. Let little bro be happy. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you, bro. You like a toothpick? I already know how he looks, so that's the thing. He's just projecting, bro. Nonchalant deflection. You know how it is. Let me put my dreads in a ponytail real quick. CJ reform. Oh, never mind. That's so facts. Wow, that's crazy. Dude, that's literally how my shit just comes. It's just natural. I, no, bro, you're on some freak ass shit, bro. That is wild. Low key. Even if it dies out, comes back to OT, I don't think it should break that low. Dude, I remember fading Crunk on an NFP. I wish I could find those chats, bro. I literally remember Crunk saying, "Why is the market pumping?" I had the coldest answer, bro, because I entered. Felt like him, bro. I gotta find that shit. I got to find that shit. It's gotta be in the free chat, bro. I don't remember that. No clue what you're talking about. Not at all. Was it the initial move? Or was it, yeah. Uh, turn the heater off, damn. Oh, shit. Alright, I'll be back. That was my biggest semi. Damn. LOL. Hey, bro, you're doing your thing, Sony. Don't even stress it. Don't stress none of that, like, consistency shit, bro. Just focus you taking banger ass trades. Because at the end of the day, yeah, bro, at the end of the day, that's what's gonna fucking, that's what's gonna keep carrying you, bro. I mean, dude, you come in, yeah, you're coming in, you're taking fire ass trades, bro. You're doing amazing. Just keep doing it up. Don't get overconfident. Don't think like, your trade has to hit take profit. Um, yeah, bro, like you've been doing the things you need to do, just keep doing them. Oh my God. All right. I'm not leaving, but I do have to shit. If we hit my line, um, this one, right, I'm gonna take out like 3 or 4 contracts, okay? And then just let the PJ, I'm in generational aura debt. How? Bitch, I'm helping. Oh, fuck you. Nah, no, bitch, fuck you. You're not getting shit. No more help for this guy. How am I in generational aura debt? Crazy. I know, I'm playing too. I just be messing around. Ain't got shit else to do sitting on the goddamn chart. Waiting on this partial to hit 400 ticks. That's it. Alright, yeah, I gotta go shit though. Like, man, I'll be back though in 5 minutes. Hopefully 5. It won't be no longer than 10. I'll be back before 10:30 because I'll be off at 10:30 anyway. Oh, yeah. I was gonna say I added in at what candle is that? 1020, 1023. Phew. That was not fast. I tried to get back before 10:30. Good Lord. But yeah, that 10:30, 10, I don't even remember what time it was. What time was it? The 10:23 was pretty high. You could also enter like 10:25 because that's like the CSID. But um, yeah, it's pretty much the add in. Any questions about why I added in there? Sorry, I didn't know what it's kind of shitting back. Should deliver external, hopefully. And then go ahead and attack that upwards level of that fucking. Would you call the 945 on the 5 minute a bearish Judas? See what you're talking about? Yes. Is that fat ass dit? Yeah. Yeah. But see, like, that's expected though. Like, so, I mean, I told you, right? If we were gonna dump past that low, we would do it quickly. And then, right, we come into your exact key low, key level, right? To distribute quickly, we have to, manipulate quickly. We manipulate the low very quickly. Very quickly enough in the open to where, in the back of some of y'all's heads, you might be thinking, damn, like we might actually keep dumping, like, um, but to enough to where I can, see it, also in that 950. I know I always talk about different times. We have 10:30, we got 8:30, we got 9:30, we got 950 into 10:10. I know there's a lot, but it's just with experience of seeing them and using them so many times. Of which it's almost like which algorithm do you need to pick today. It's like, all right, you can clearly see we've accumulated and distorted after our 8:30. So for us to deliver from that order block, right, we did manipulate hard downwards, but we didn't distribute away. And the whole time we were sitting in there, I was like, it seems like the accumulation leg. I was wanting to stay with my bullish bias. The 5 minute CSID was holding, but after another purge of the high, I simply couldn't sit there and say we're not going to take out these lows. Um, then I was just like, I was so indecisive. Then we come into actually blasting past the low. And I'm not saying, oh, I'm short now. I was okay. Like this should be a good position for us to look, long again. And it's not like, I mean, it's not like, oh, I'm just going on the 15 minute and fucking picking, you know, uh, picking just picking random order blocks or FEGs, right? We have the higher time frame, fair value gap that's obvious here, as well as that 4 hour one, right? We have the wick, as well as I wouldn't even really count that, right? Uh, yeah, me and Crunk were in here. Yeah, I mean, we pretty obviously called it, and then from the CSID, um, continuing, yeah, like when we were down, um, I mean, I'll have to look back. I'm pretty sure it was around this time, right? We wrote all that out. Even when we were in here, we were kind of joking around, but we were talking about longing. I mean, I never use what's this thingy? Like I'll use this in like videos, but like actually pulling this out in the moment. I was just like, we have our CSID, right, with our liquidation on the 1 minute and the 5 minute, right? This low should be it's gonna be protected into delivering. Can we have that, please? I mean, that's not something I normally do. You know what I'm saying? I don't use that. Sony, what the hell? Sony, you tripping. I mean, I simply don't use it, you know. Everybody, I mean, I've never had a problem with everybody else, you know, me being like, stop it like this low or, you know, entering, you know, here. Um, I thought the 931 was the manipulation into that 1 minute low. Yeah, we were talking about that there. Some, like, if you would have entered that, it wasn't bad. But especially after here, and then after, it was this 1 minute close into the 5 minute open at that 946, um, you know, delivering from the 30 minute right into that FEG, right? 15 minute, almost expected it, right? And then sweeps the high, just same thing. But one of the biggest thing, right, is spotting, you know, react to this IOFED here, deliver lower, close. So I wasn't not expecting, you know, some type of rejection lower, but I, you know, was more expecting, you know, a push higher, reaccumulate, and then, you know, or push lower into some type of cleaner market maker model. But after uh, it, like after reaccumulating like that and delivering from that 30 minute back internal, you know, there's just like I was, you know, biggest thing I was just like, if anybody is actually in a trade, would be break even, because you're delivering back internal to external from that 30 minute. And right, we've already, you know, in a sense, tapped this order block once, you know, so reaccumulating here as well with the hourly open, we shouldn't need to, you know, come back below it, especially with this green candle. So yeah, it was just too choppy and distorting, and then into deliberating or into manipulating, right, very quick and very hard. See where OT is of this. Yeah, so here's our reaccumulation above the high. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily, I wouldn't believe this to be super protected. I wouldn't try and long above it. If we do get a retracement lower, I'm finna hop off here, but like I said, I'm gonna be holding break even. I won't really, I'll add in once, like I said, if we break that low, come in, you know, to an OT, but it really depends the time. Like, we're coming into 10:30 now, so I wouldn't expect any type of move past this low in an ordinary sense, right? Because internal, external, right, balance price range here, so we should be able to deliver above it, and you know, that would be in the situation where I would add in like that 1 micro there. I'll have to say, I don't know if I sent that chart, but yeah, add in that 1 micro there, and then just deliver higher. But it looks like it's gonna take that internal. I don't know. I just wouldn't really take it into 11. But that was like the other day when we you know, exactly like that NFP day where we, you know, had our 10 into a 9-10 delivery, and then 11 comes around and it's, you know, just not as appealing. Especially, you know, delivering from the hourly order block, but I would really anticipate us to move higher at least one more time, right, with this being the first tap in that order block, and then one move lower, move higher, and even if we were to move lower, right, we would need to run and then move lower. So yeah, that's kind of my bias for like the rest of the day. I don't know, anybody else got any questions before we hop off? I'm gonna end the recording. Hour